can see, we have some big news and some good news. If you want to see big news and good news, go to WrestleVoice.com, go to WrestleVoice Podcast YouTube channel to like and subscribe, and go to FallsCallyWeb.com to make picks for WWE Smackdown, AEW Dynamite, and even WWE Raw, anytime, anywhere, any place, anywhere. And and uh and also make picks for next week's Day NXT, next week's WWE Smackdown, next week's AEW Dynamite, and Night of Champions. Anytime, anywhere, any place, anywhere.
Yep.
Well, for now, looks like we do number one. The first topic is the question: will Sami Callihan pass the torch to a new debuting wrestler that will be the crown of TNA Wrestling?
Good question.
What's the answer?
What do you think? I don't know.
Is Sami Callihan going to pass the torch to the new debuting wrestler, or?
Oh, yeah. Well, in case anyone doesn't know, Sami
Question,
Callihan and Tommy Dreamer are gone.
but Sami Callihan might pass the torch to the new debuting wrestler,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
or to be the new crown of TNA Wrestling. And we'll find out who will be the crown of TNA Wrestling that Sami Callihan passes the torch to someone at PWR Revolver.
Yep.
And
a lot going on. We'll find out.
And after Sami Callihan found it out, after Sami Callihan finds out, then someone will be the crow of TNA Wrestling. And now, let's go to AEW Dynamite Preview. We have some big issues within AEW Dynamite for tonight. Looks like we have a huge preview of what's to come. With two shows remaining to have the preview of what's to come at Forbidden Door.
Yep.
Tonight, it'll be Mercedes Moné against Hazuki. And it looks like Hazuki is going to screw Mercedes Moné out of the Owen Hart tournament. And then Mark Briscoe team against MJS team. Looks like MJS team is going to win a 12-man tag team match, in which might go Mark Briscoe's way.
Yeah, I think so.
Then there's the Smackdown preview that might shock and all. Looks like we have Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship #1 contenders match. The winner will face Trick Williams at WWE Dynamite Champions.
What do you got?
And I get Ricky Saints to defeat Carmelo Hayes according to our sources. Okay. So, also according to our sources, is that WWE Tag Team title match will kick off with R-Truth and Damian Priest defending against Tonga and Tama Tonga. And it looks like that Damian Priest and R-Truth will win against the MFTs to retain the title. There's a non-title match. It's between the Queen and Liv Morgan. I'm gonna hate to say it, but Charlotte Flair is winning. Sorry, Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I think so. That's a hard one.
Then King of the Ring 2026 semifinal match: Jey Uso versus Javon Evans. I think we're good. Because Javon Evans is winning. Sorry, Yeet fans. And it looks like that Cody Rhodes will take on Gunther with Sami Zayn being the special guest referee for the undisputed WWE title match. It looks like this is going to be a crucial one and a tough one, but Cody Rhodes is retaining the title in the most controversial fashion when Cody Rhodes beats Gunther, and then with Sami Zayn down, CM Punk is the new referee, and then Cody Rhodes defeats Gunther at Friday SmackDown to retain the undisputed WWE Championship, according to our sources.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
It looks like that. Speaking of previews, there's a. I mean, there's a. Speaking of previews, there's some plans that WWE and TNA Wrestling has. There's the TNA Wrestling plan. The plan is Moose might have found out who attacked the Moose, the face of the franchise, is actually the French Canadian Frankenstein PCO. And then the fans are shocked about it. And then Moose says it wasn't the system, and it was not the system. And it's not the system who attacked me. We have found out, that I can't show you. Moose says, and then Moose says, in fact, the attacker of me is PCO. And then the fans were shocked about it. And then there will be PCO chants. And then Moose says, when I found out that it was different, that was allegedly the emulator that attacked me from behind before I returned. And when PCO stopped me, it was a PCO song out of nowhere. And then number 4 is CM Punk to help Cody Rhodes win as a referee. And it looks like that we have the subscriptions. And the breaking news is that CM Punk will help Cody Rhodes win as a referee when special guest referee Sami Zayn is down. And it looks like CM. And guess what? It looks like CM Punk is. It looks like when the first special guest referee Sami Zayn is down, CM Punk will be the second special guest referee and will help Cody Rhodes defeat Gunther and retain the undisputed WWE Championship at SmackDown. With Cody Rhodes winning, CM Punk CM Punk being the special guest referee. But now let's finish the sentence, is that CM Punk will be the second special guest referee after the first referee, Sami Zayn, is down. And then CM Punk, the referee that is the second special guest referee, helps Cody Rhodes beat Gunther to retain the undisputed WWE Championship at SmackDown, according to our sources.
Yep.
Because Cody Rhodes is retained the title, and this time with first special guest referee Sami Zayn down, and CM Punk, the second special guest referee, helping Cody Rhodes beat Gunther in the undisputed title match, according to our sources.
Yep.
And then number five is, will the newest member of the division join the division with Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Braun Breaker? Yes, it'll be a male one, but this time to betray Austin Theory, and it might allow Austin Theory to join the Judgment Day at next week's WWE Raw, according to our sources.
That'd be cool. We also have breaking news. Spoilers just came out of Global Wars, and new champion Lio Rush, ROH TV champion.
Television champion. Actually, Lio Rush.
Yeah, he just won. He beat AR Fox and Andretti in a 3-way. Global Wars Cincinnati.
Lio Rush has to defend the Ring of Honor World Television Championship against the man who is so enforced to be reckoned with, Ricochet.
Who's that? Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome, man.
And the scenario is if Ricochet beats Leon Rush at Ring of Honor, he's the new television champion. But if Ricochet loses the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, he now has to face Jericho.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
At Ring of Honor Wrestling, according to our sources.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And next week.
Peace. Wait, what happened?
I mean, next week in NXT.
Oh, that we're done.
We have Saquon Sugars his booking, but here is George's booking in NXT's Great American Bash. Saquon Sugars defeating Deion Lennox would be George's best booking, and then EK Prosper joins Dark State, and then Miles Ford defeats Tavion Heights to retain the NXT North American Championship because Miles Ford will not wait until Great American Bash, and Miles Ford retains at the NXT, and then there'll be a new challenger at Great American Bash.
Mm.
And this
sounds pretty good.
Looks like to me that looks like
what else we got?
a lot of looks like this time it'll be so different that next week this I mean that's just the Great American Bash booking. But the booking for next week is that now here's the George's booking for next week's NXT. Two female masked wrestlers to appear to attack Taylor Paxley with a two-elimination move. And then its voice has even used, and then lights go out. Then Callie Armstrong checks on Taylor Paxley and shakes her hands to become Fred. And then one masked male wrestler attacks Shawn Legacy with a moonsault that he has arrived, he said. And then Miles Ford checks on Shawn Legacy to join forces against the one masked wrestler and promises to know who it is. And I think there's also next week Kendall Gray and Red Sinclair will make a deal with Eve Torres to make sure every masked wrestler has been revealed and making sure to create a faction with these masked wrestlers and themselves.
Huh?
And then Kelly Armstrong defeats Natty, and then the new female wrestler appears and says everything after attacking Natty and Kelly Armstrong with multiple clotheslines. Taylor Paxley and Thea Hale checked, and then checked on Kelly Armstrong, and then Thea Hale joins Taylor Paxley and Kelly Armstrong, causing them to be a trio. And then Saquon Sugars defeats Irena Connors post-match. Irena Connors demands a rematch. However, Saquon Sugars says it was a tables match.
Oh, I like that.
Then Jasper Troy defeats Mason Brook after the superplex that blows the ring, and that Jasper Troy stands up, and Mason Brook is already down, and then Jasper Troy has his hands raised since Mason Brook is unable to continue the battle. And then Deion Lennox defeats Noam Dar, and then Tristan Angels versus Rock was announced for next Tuesday, but Tristan Angels will win the Evolve Championship.
That'd be cool.
And then Hank Tech defeats Stark State with the help of Shaquan Sugars and EK Prosper. And then number 10 is Kendall Gray and Lola Vice signs the contract, and then after signing a contract, 3 more two female masked wrestlers attack Lola Vice with a triple powerbomb, and then both Kendall Gray and Red Sinclair leaves Lola Vice behind by walking with Eve Torres. And then three more female masked wrestlers poses. And then the first new female masked wrestler who appears says, "We made a deal with Red Sinclair, Kendall Gray, and Eve Torres." And then another says, "We're finished, Lola." And another new female mask says, "And still is the Speed Women's Champion Red Sinclair and new NXT Women's Champion Kendall Gray." And then after the side contract, Red Sinclair and Kendall Gray shake hands with Eve Torres. And then Kendall Gray and Eve Torres and Red Sinclair was used. And then Eve Torres tells Kendall Gray and Red Sinclair to continue the mission until it's good. Naruka and Tony D'Angelo signed a contract towards four new masked wrestlers to attack Naruka and Tony D'Angelo with two double power bombs. And one new masked wrestler says, "Run if you can." And then the lights went out, and some NXT wrestlers check out Naruka and Tony D'Angelo.
Like it.
And then Shake on Sugars and Deion Lennox go face to face. When the lights go out, and when the lights back on, Shake on Sugars lay out, and Deion Lennox didn't see what happened. And then goes to the locker room to see what's going on.
Hmm.
And then Ariana Grace defeats Izzy Dane. And then the final two masked wrestlers attack Ariana Grace with this, and the final two new wrestlers attacks Ariana Grace with double super kick, and then attacks Izzy Dane with a double clothesline. And then the final two masked wrestlers who are female, whose voice says together, "You're not on Red Sinclair and Kendall Gray's level while we are around." And then the 14th match card, Dorian Dix next week, and teams up with Sean Legacy to defeat the Colon. Then Keto Carver defeats EK Prosper. And that's all the next week's NXT predictions. There will be next week's WWE Raw predictions when it's time. And the ones to be added to WWE Raw show is that there's still a lot of time left. Only two superstars to be added to WWE Raw, and they are CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And so far, right?
Yep.
And
we'll find out.
You want to see more of this? Go to WrestleVoice.com. Go to WrestleVoice Podcast YouTube channel to like and subscribe, and go to FalseCarrot.com to make picks for AEW Dynamite, WWE Smackdown, next week's WWE Raw, and even next week's NXT, next week's AEW Dynamite, next week's SmackDown, and WWE Night of Champions. Anytime, anywhere, any place, anywhere, anytime. See ya and enjoy Dynamite tonight.
Peace.